Hello everyone and welcome once again to another session, and I'm Mohit Jain, your host, your dost, and still today in the ghost mode. And yes, welcome to MJ's Maths and Stats or MJ Magic Studio to you. And today what we have, let's see what we have today. So today we are here with InfyTQ Infosys certification program registration dates, different rounds, and when the test would be conducted in year 2021, and actual question asked during the aptitude round, 10 questions which we would be discussing in this session of aptitude, which were actually asked in previous InfyTQ first round examination. So to start with, let's start with the important dates, and then we will go on and check out different questions on aptitude. So yes, registration process has started. You can go and visit the Infosys website. There you can see and register yourself for Infosys certification program, which is now on for BE, BTech, ME, MTech, MSc, MCA or MCM students who are graduating in 2022, or what we called is 2022 pass out. The last day to register is Sunday 20th March by the midnight, so please do register yourself before the end of this date. As far as the benefits of Infosys certification is, once you have this certification, once you have this certificate in your hand, you can directly go in for interview round and get placed at Infosys. As said, the entire certification process divided into 3 rounds. Once you have registered yourself, you need to write your qualifying round, which would be conducted on 2nd and 3rd April 2021. It will be a 60 minutes MCQ type examination, and there would be 3 sections. All MCQ type question, 1 marks would be given for each correct, and yes, there are negative marks as of now, and negative marks would be 1/4, that is minus 0.25 for each negative each question you have attempted wrongly. So first section would be on programming MCQ. There would be 20 on database management, 10 questions, and aptitude, that is mostly of like from arithmetic, and we would be taking up these 10 questions very soon. Stay connected and let's see what will happen once you have cleared qualifying round. Once you have cleared qualifying round, they would be asking you to sit for the next round. The next round or the final round, the dates as issued by Infosys is 18th and 19th April 2021. It will be a 3 hours test where yes, advanced level programming and database management MCQs and programs also you need to write. You may select the language you want to write in, and here there are no negative marks. That's fine. You can only enter the final round when you have cleared the qualifying round, and they will give you the clearance email, and then you can sit for the final round. You need at least 65% score in this round to get the certificate. Once you are Infosys certified person, you can go directly for the final set of interviews and get placed at Infosys. Now, there is one more round which they call it advantage round. It is only for the certified people who have cleared the final round with at least 65% marks. The advantage round would be conducted on 7th, 5th, 7th and 9th May, the dates as issued by Infosys. It will be again with high difficulty level, and it would be entirely based on programming. So once you have cleared that advantage round, you may apply for the upliftment or the better positioning at Infosys. So now is the time we discuss the actual question asked during the previous InfyTQ examination. Here I am showcasing 10 of those questions, and I would request you to pause the session, read the question, make a note of it, try it out yourself, and then come back and solve it with us. That's how we can practice. So these questions have already appeared in the previous InfyTQ examination. Maybe like this won't be repeated. I'm not sure whether it would be repeated or not, but yes, we can actually get a feel about like how questions are asked, what is the difficulty level. Difficulty level would be like from easy to medium, and question might demand some time, and enough time is given during the examination, like 60 minutes, 50 MCQ, 40 MCQ rather, 20, 10, 10. So you have enough time to work it out. Use pen paper, you can use it and solve it properly. Give it some time so that your answers are correct. Hopefully you must have paused the video and try it out yourself. This question is very popular over the YouTube channels, and I have seen people giving wrong answers many a times. The average score of a player in certain number of innings is 43. We don't know the number of innings. He then played another 8 innings in which he scored this. What is the new average of the player after those 8 innings? That means in X innings, average is 43. In 8 innings, we don't know the average. And then they have asked us to find the average of X plus 8 innings. Let's see what is this X bar. The average of 8 new innings. 97 and 22, this would be 989, and then 50, 39, 69. So 9, 9, 27 and 7, 4, 34, 9, 12, 17, 25, 34. 344 in 8 innings. Let's divide it by 8. 4 times is 32 and 24 is 3. So the new average, or the average for the 8 innings, is also 43. Now if average of X innings is 43 and average of 8 new innings is also 43, that means average of the entire X plus 8 innings is also 43. Average remains same at 43. Now what are the options? New average is higher, new average is same, new average is lower, can't be determined. It is new average is same and it is at 43. So now one can ask when a new average would be higher or when a new average would be lower. See, new average would be higher if the average of these 8 innings is more than 43. Suppose 10 innings are played. For 10 innings is 43. For 8 innings, if the average is 53, then whatever be the number of innings of, instead of this 10, maybe like X is given, whatever be the number of these innings, average would lie between 43 and 53. That means in that case average would be greater than 43. And if the average of these 8 innings comes down to be like 40 or less than 43, then average will also become lower. So whether we know this number of innings or not, we can answer out of these 3 that what will be the new average based on simply the average of the 8 innings. If average of 8 innings is 43, then the new average is same, and that will remain at 43. If average of these 8 innings is more than 43, then the entire total new average will be also higher than 43. And on the contrary, if the average of these 8 innings is less than 43, be it like 40, 41 or something, then the overall average will also reduce from 40 to 43 to some new number. So yes, we can answer this. Cannot be determined, cannot be the answer. Whatever be the case, here the answer is new average remains same. Okay, I hope you must have paused the video and tried it out yourself, isn't it? And that's always is a good method to do sums over a channel. 10% of the garments produced in the mill are found defective. So if there are total 100 garments produced, defective are 10. So the good one are 90. 20% of the remaining are sold in factory outlet. So sold in factory outlet is 20% of 90, that is 18. That means now we are left with 72. If the remaining 50,400 garments are shipped to other retail stores, then the number of garments that were defective was how much? So here we can see that when 72% or 72 garments are shipped to the retail stores, then out of the total production, 10 were defective. Now these numbers are given to us. If instead of 72% it is 50,400, then how many are the defective from the entire lot? It's simply 10 by 72 into 5,400. Okay, 7 times is 14 and 150, 700. So it becomes how much? 7,000. So how many are defective in the lot? That is 7,000, that is 10%. And if the total lot size is asked, then it is 70,000. 70,000 are the total garment manufactured, out of which 10%, 7,000 are defective, that is in option A. And then from the remaining, if 20% is sold at retail store, then 50,400 garments are shipped to the retail store. Sorry, that would be 72% of the total, or 80% of the remaining. So how many are defective? 7,000 are defective. Yes, you might be having the answers by now, isn't it? So Mehta borrowed a total of 4 lakh from two money lenders with the simple interest of 5% and 7% respectively. If the total interest paid for 3 years was 6,9,600, how much did he borrow from the second lender? We can use equation method also. We can say x plus y is 4 lakh. Then 3 years 5% is 15%. 0.15x plus 3 years 7% is 21%. 0.21y is 6,9,600. We can solve these equation and can find the value of x and y. Or simply we can use rule 6, our butterfly diagram, to use it, isn't it? So 3 years simple interest is 69,600. So 1 year simple interest would be 23200 when we are dividing this by 3. So that accounts to 23,200 by 4 lakh. How much percentage overall? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 gone. 4 is like 5 and 8 10, that is 5.8%. So overall average is 5.8%. We can use our butterfly diagram with 5%, 7% and 5.8% in the center. Distance between 5.8 and 5 is 0.8, and distance between 7 and 5.8 is 1.2. So it is 12:8, that is 3:2. That means money is divided in the ratio of 3:2. We are looking out for how much money is taken from the second lender. Second lender is 2 part out of 5th. So answer would be 2/5 of 4 lakh. That would be 1,60,000. So 1,60,000 is taken from second lender, that is in part A. We can solve with the help of equation method also, or we can use rule 6, jungle rule, butterfly diagram, to solve these kind of questions. Okay, I still believe that people must be following the drill, isn't it? So it's again a question from averages. Art's score in a game is 4 times the average of his scores in the previous 5 games. Okay, let his average in previous 5 games is A. Then in the sixth game, his score is 4 times the average, that is 4A. What is the percentage increase in his average after the sixth game? Okay, after the sixth game, that means total score in 6 games is 5A. Total score in 5 games is 5 into A plus 4A, that is 9A. Now new average after 6 games is 9A by 6, that is 1.5A. So old average was A, new average is 1.5A. That means percentage increase in average is simply 1.5A minus A by A into 100. That accounts for 0.5 into 100. That is 50%. Simply 1 becomes 1.5. 50% is the percentage increase in his average after the sixth game. That features in option B. Okay, let's see what is the offering in this particular verbal reasoning question. Sitting arrangements. 8 person are sitting around a table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. B is opposite of D. B, D. Okay. Who is next to E? B is opposite of D, and D is next of E. But here we have a comma. B is opposite of D, comma. Who is next of E? That means B is next of E. E can be here, or if D is here, E can be here also. So let's draw the two set. A is next to B, but not opposite of E. Okay. A is next to B, it is also given. A is next to B. From E, A is never in clockwise direction. This is clockwise direction. From E, A is never in the clockwise direction. That means this is not feasible. This diagram is feasible. A is anti-clockwise direction of E. If C is to the left of F, but not next to D, C is not here. C is either at this position or at this position. Now C is to the left of F. If F is sitting here, then right is D and left is C. That means F should be sitting here. Then only C would be on the left hand side of F, but not next to D. Fine. Then who is opposite of F? As we can see, E is sitting opposite of F. Option B fits in. Okay, a question which looks like a question from simplification, isn't it? You must have solved this. Can we try something else on this? Let's see. The ink in a pen will last for 12 pages. 12 pages. Where each page have 32 lines. How many pages will half the ink last? So with these we have one ink, and now we have only half ink. If there are 48 lines per page, let the number of pages be p, and there are now 20% less letters per line. So we can multiply this by like 100 letters, and now we have got only 80 letters per line. We need to just find the value of p. So it would be 12 into 32 by 1 equals, if 2 goes up, 2p into 48 into 80 by, let me multiply this by 100 letters, and so p becomes 100 into 12 into 16 by 48 into 80. 8 10 and 8 2 24, so that gives 2, and this is 5 pages can be written now. Option A fits in. What we have used is the time work format of MDH masala, which we know is M1 D1 H1 by W1 equals M2 D2 H2 by W2. Here M may be like pages, D1 is lines, H1 is letters, and W1 and W2 behaves like the ink. We can use it. This is popularly known as MDH masala formula for time and work type of questions, and this is of great help in solving these kind of simplification questions. So answer is 5 pages. So on this hope that you must have the answer of this question by now, let's see what should be the answer. My age 3 years hence. Today my age is x, that means 3 year hence is x minus 3 multiplied by 3. Let's multiply this by 3, and from that subtracted 3 times my age 3 years ago. 3 years ago was x minus 3. So now I multiplied 3 years hence, that means it should be x plus 3 minus 3 into 3 years ago is x minus 3, will give you my exact age, that is equals to x, isn't it? So 3x plus 9 minus 3x plus 9 is equals to x. Cancel, x is 18. How old am I? I'm 18 years old now. We can check. 18 plus 3 is 21, into 3 is 63, 18 minus 3 is 15, into 3 is 45, and 8 and 1. So it gives 18 again. How old am I? I'm 18 years old. Option B fits in. Okay, very interesting question. Time consuming, but the easiest of the lot. Let's read it. A shop stores Z kg of wheat. The first customer buys half of this amount plus half a kg of wheat. The second customer buys half of the remaining plus half a kg of wheat. Then the third customer also buys half of the remaining amount plus half the kg of wheat. Thereafter, no wheat is left in the shop. Which of the following best describes the value of Z? I'll give you one simple advice to solve these kind of question. Always do backward solving. Solve it from backward and see what had happened. When the third customer have left the shop, you are left with 0 kgs. That means before giving half a kg to the third customer, you have only half a kg with you. And this half a kg is just half of what is been given to the third customer in the first go. See, for each customer there are 2 goes. In the first go, they are taking half of the remaining, and in the second go they are taking half kg from whatever is left. So now we are going back. We'll first tackle the second go and then we'll reach at the first go. So as far as the third customer is concerned, by the beginning of the second go you have got half kg. That means in the first go it remains only half of the total, isn't it? That means you have taken half kg in the first go. Half plus half is equals to what? 1 kg. Half of 1 is half, which you have taken, and then the remaining half also you have taken. So you are left with 0 kgs. That means when second customer enters, you have 1 kg in your hand. Fine. Pardon me, when second customer leaves, you have 1 kg in your hand. Before the second go of the second customer, you have 1.5 kg in your hand. And before the first go of the second customer, you have double of this, 1.5 into 2, that is 3 kg in your hand. Try to understand. You have 3 kg. When the second customer comes in, you give half of it, that is 1.5 kgs. Then out of 1.5 kg, you give again half kgs. So you are left with 1 kg. So when first customer walks out, you have 3 kgs with you. Before the second go of the first customer, you have 3.5 kg with you. Double it. You have 7 kgs with you when the first customer walks in. Let's now do the forward process. You have 7 kgs, you give half of it and half kg more, you are left with 3. You have 3 kgs, you give half of it and half kg more, you are giving out how much? 2. That means you are left with 1. You have 1, you are giving half of it and half, you are left with 0 at the end. So the value of Z should be 7 kgs and it fits in option B, which says Z value lies between 5 to 8. Option B fits in. Okay, another question from time and work. Practice more of time and work, time, speed, distance, averages, percentage, simple interest, compound interest. These are the questions that are basically asked, and obviously sitting arrangement also we have seen. 20 men are employed to do some work, let's say one work, in certain time. But one third of the scheduled time was over, one third is over. It was found that only one fourth of the work was done. Work done was only one fourth. How many more men now should be employed? Okay, this work is done in this much time by these 20 men. Now we require few men. How many more men should be employed to complete the work in? Complete the work means 3/4 of the work is left, 1 minus 1/4. 3/4 of the original time. So if original time was 1, 3/4 of the original time is 3 by 4. That is 75%. And one third work is done already. So time left with us is what? 3/4 minus one third. 9 minus 4 is 5, 5 by 12. So this is the second part. And the formula which we can fit in here is M1 T1 by W1 equals M2 T2 by W2. That is our famous MDH masala formula, isn't it? So 20 men, time is T by 3, by work done is 1 by 4. This equals new men, and time left is 5T by 12, and work to be done is 3/4. Okay, so 4 into 20, 80, this T will go away. 80 by 3 equals 4 will come here, 4m into 5 by 3 into 12. 3, 3, 4, 20, and this will be 4. So m equals 12 into 4, that is 48. We require 48 men. Now the question is how many more men? We already have 20. Extra men or the more men required would be 48 minus 20, that is 28. We need 28 more men. Option B fits in. So a question from analytical reasoning, and what harm in practicing these kind of question more and more, isn't it? A lotion maker has to mix 3 perfume. So here sage, musk, and white lily. Okay. With 3 creams, and the creams are sea butter, vitamin E, or flower seed oil. Okay, and fill them in 3 boxes: white, yellow, or pink. Each perfume must be mixed with one of the cream. Okay, these were the perfumes. The mixture containing sage must be filled in the white box. Sage goes to white box. That means nothing more goes to the white box. Musk is mixed with vitamin E. Musk is with vitamin E. But this mixture can't be filled in yellow box. And musk is not going in yellow box. Musk is going in pink box. And white lily. White lily is going in yellow. Okay, the mixture containing sea butter must be filled in yellow box. So yellow box is with the white lily. So sea butter should go with white lily. The white box consists of which of the following? Okay, so white box consists of sage, sea butter, and flower seed oil. So white box we have sage going up with not sea butter, with flower seed oil in white. So white box contains sage, flower seed oil. This will go in white box. So sage and vitamin E is not the combination. Sage and obviously sea butter is also not going there. Flower seed oil is going into the white box. Option C fits in. Thank you everyone for participating. Hope these questions would be of help to you. Do well at your exam, and I'll see you soon with some other companies. Actual questions or samples your questions, you know that. So this is Mohit Jain signing off from MJ's Maths and Stats or MJ Magic Studio to you. And please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, and if you appreciate the work we are doing, do subscribe to the channel. A comment is a must. A feedback should be given. A like, share, that's a part of the routine now, isn't it? So do subscribe and stay connected, stay fit. I'll see you soon, very soon. Thank you everyone.